Hey everybody, welcome back to Rose Outdoors. On today's show, we're going to be hanging out with my family and friends and celebrating my birthday. We're going to take a little fishing trip with my daughter Hannah Grace and have a little bonus footage of a birthday party back at the house. So y'all come hang out with me on my 50th birthday today.
Brother, it's a long road from Amistad to Toho. Doesn't matter which way you go, the miles are all the same. When you finally get there, when you pull the cover off, then it's time to get a little bit lost out on the lake. Gonna bag this boat into the water, find a way to win a couple dollars. Weatherman says there's a cold front coming down. Bring it on, I've seen it all by now. I can catch them shallow, I can catch them deep. Open water or the back of the creek. The wind and rain to me, it's all the same. I make a living playing this game, and I thank the Lord above every time I can. I get to be a fisherman.
So I'm naming this episode Family and Friends. I could not do what I do, and I couldn't have for the last 23 years of being a professional fisherman without my friends and family. They mean so much to me, especially my wife and my two girls. They are just, man, they're my rock. They're my heartbeat. When I'm traveling back from New York and maybe I've had a bad tournament, all I think about is my wife and my two girls. You know, it wasn't always easy when I first started fishing. It was a tough row to hoe, man. I left a good, safe position with the Boy Scouts of America, and I went to pursue what I felt like what God wanted me to do. I wanted to make a living fishing, but I also wanted to have success at it to give me a platform to share His love with other people. That was my passion. That's what I felt like I was put on this earth to do. And it was tough there for a few years, you know, and for several years. And I was awful thankful for my wife and the hard work that she put in to just keeping, you know, the family structure right there where it needed to be. And for that $40,000 salary, that guaranteed check, it helped out on some months that fishing wasn't going so well. So I look at it like she supported me, you know, for a long time in my fishing. And then my girls, the hugs that I get from them, the encouragement that I get from them, the praise that I get from them for when I've done good, my friends just encouraging me along the way, helping me out when I'm gone. My wife needs something, or my property needs something, or something like that. My friends and family are right there for me the whole way. So I wanted to kind of dedicate this show to them and just let them know how much I love and appreciate them. All right, folks, it's August 22nd, my birthday, and I had one birthday wish, and that was that my girls came fishing with me. I got one of them. Natalie is under the weather today. She's got a bad sore throat, and she's at the little clinic right now, and I'm hoping and praying she's all right. They did a COVID test on her, and she's negative, and strep test, and she's negative, so she probably just needs to go home, take her some medicine, and she'll be feeling all right. But I got my youngest daughter, Hannah Grace. She's a real talker, y'all. I'm just gonna go and tell you. I say that jokingly. This is my daughter that doesn't talk a whole lot. She keeps life pretty simple. But we're just gonna go out here and we're gonna fish a little bit, and then we're gonna go back home, have a birthday cake, and there's gonna be some friends come over, and you guys will get to see that too. But just wanted to just go out fishing with my daughter and hope you guys enjoy a little father-daughter time in the outdoors. Y'all stay with us. I just tied two baits on that Strike King makes that you can just catch a lot of fish with. A little Strike King, Mini King spinnerbait, and a shaky head. a shaky head is like a piece of candy to a bass, man. I got one right here, 1/8 ounce or 3/16 ounce Strike King shaky head with a little fat baby finesse worm on there. I'm telling you, in the hot summertime, if you just cast that around, you gotta have that in your arsenal if you're taking a kid fishing. It's like a survival kit when you're out there. But you wanna catch a lot of them, yes. I would love it if she would have caught one every cast. That wasn't what that fishing trip was all about for me, let me just tell you. Kind of like that Trace Adkins song, She Thinks We're Just Fishing. Hannah Grace might have thought we were just fishing, but that was that daddy-daughter time for me. That was that connection for me. That was that time with me and her that's building in my hard drive memory bank, that I'll always remember that fishing trip with her on my 50th birthday. Just like I can go back and remember smallmouth fishing trip with Natalie at St. Clair and her catching a ton of big smallmouth for the first time. Hannah Grace catching crappie and bluegill. I can go back right now and close my eyes, and we caught a lot of fish on those trips, but it's those hugs, it's that kill shot in a deer stand when the deer drops, and I could care less what's out there. It's the big hug afterwards, and that's the way it was with me fishing with Hannah Grace on my birthday.
My dad, since he is gone a lot, you know, it's kind of hard to spend time with him sometimes, but whenever he is home, we try to have a good time and do a lot of things together, like church and going fishing and stuff like that.
So my dad is gone a lot, so whenever he's home, he tries to spend a lot of time with us. We go fishing. I know he went fishing with my sister today. And then we try to go hunting together a lot. That's one of the things that we do a lot for my college graduation trip. He took us deer hunting together.
All right, Hannah Grace, you got a little Texas rig, shaky head on. Just throw it around any of these, like these points and this wood and stuff. Just throw it out there, let it sink to the bottom, just work it, kind of shake it back. If you feel a bite, that's right, set the hook like Bill Dance. There you go. Let it go to the bottom and then just kind of wiggle it a little bit. I've got Strike King's new little chick magnet on. I've only got it in 2 or 3 colors. I'm gonna throw this around some of this wood out here. First time I've ever tied it on is right now. So I'm getting to look at, ooh. Me like. It's got a good little action to it. We may not catch a bass, but you don't know. I've been traveling a lot, been in New York a lot lately. You don't know how good just a little bit of time in the outdoors. There's time I get to spend with her at night before bed and stuff like that, but out here in the outdoors is when I really like it. Throw it on around the edges of that wood right there. Yeah, I really try when I'm home to be home and for them to have all of me whenever I'm here. I might go crappie fishing a time or two, but I always try to invite my girls to go with me, invite my close friends to go with me, just to, you know, give back to them for all them supporting me, and because I love them, you know, and I care for them, and I try to give them all of me whenever I'm here. It just means so much to me to have them whenever I'm gone, and try to do all I can for them when I'm here. Oh, you got one. Set the hook, set the hook. Get him, Gracie. Get him, Gracie. Pull him up in here, right here, right there, over to me. I'll be the official get-it offer.
He's bleeding.
Yeah.
He looks like he is.
Hold him up and show the camera, like Bill Dance.
What?
Like Bill Dance, hold him up, make him look like he's 12 pounds. Hold his fins out, make him look like they're even bigger. No, you're good, I'm just messing with you.
Goodness.
Gracie, give me some nose. Good job.
Thank you, Philip. There we go.
That was my birthday fish. I love it. Get you another one. All right, all right.
First fish of the day.
Faith is everything to me and to us and our family. Whenever he first got started, that's what it was all God. I mean, he told me that he had a full-time job, a good job, and we had just gotten married. I guess we'd been married a year or a year and a half or so. And he said, I want to quit. This is what God's telling me to do. And I mean, it's completely 100% faith. And God's just so good. He's been so good all this whole time. And I mean, I can see through it all. It's just how he takes care of us, not just financially, but physically and mentally and just in all areas. He's there. So if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't be where we are.
Since we were all little, we've all gone to church a lot, and I've been involved in youth groups, and he usually just shares verses with me all the time, and it's great. It's really led me to where I am now with the Lord.
We were always raised in church, and I'm always so blessed and so thankful for that. Going to college, I would say, having that background of going to church, it was awesome because I still always had those roots of going to church and my beliefs, and so a lot of people could see that whenever I was in college.
So Natalie, she just got married not too long ago. She is now living in West Memphis with the love of her life. They were together since the 9th grade, John Kent. And yeah, she's always been my hunting, fishing buddy. Still is. I didn't lose her. I gained a son out of the deal, a good one. But there's times I miss her. There's times I want to come home and give her a hug and she's not there. But I get those same encouraging texts from her I've always gotten. And I get phone calls from her. But she's been one that has worked hard, great student, worked hard at everything she did, cheering. Made great grades at University of Arkansas, scholarships, graduated early, 3.5 years, right at 3 years, and now is teaching, giving her heart back to special needs kids. She's a teacher at Steadline Learning Center in West Memphis. One of those hearts of gold. And John Kent, let me just tell you, you got a precious gem there, buddy. Get him, Gracie! Get him, Gracie! Get him, Gracie!
Yay.
Over here. That's good. Get him.
Yay!
There you get it. You get to take the fish.
It's like,
He kind of double hooked himself, didn't he? Show the camera, pose real big, make him look big.
there we go.
Good job, Gracie. Hannah Grace, she's different than Natalie. Her personality is different, but her heart is to watch her interact with animals. She loves horses. She's a great student, smart as a whip. She's more laid back than Hannah Grace or Natalie had. She was more outgoing, you know. Hannah Grace is that slow, keeps life very simple. Man, she just has a heart of gold. She's the salt of this earth. She really is. She She loves nature. She loves animals. Hannah Grace was a really good hunter, a great shot. Harvested a lot of animals, and then got to the point to where she had a soft spot for them, and she just chose not to go. I love that. I know the importance of good ethical harvest. I continue to be a hunter, but I never pressed that on her. When she decided that she didn't want to be the one to do that and she didn't want to go, man, it did my heart good for her. Reason why? Because she just loved animals that much. I look for her to be like a vet or something, or she's showed interest in that and working maybe as a biologist or something like that. But great student, great girl. I'm so proud to call her my daughter. Get him, Gracie!
Yay!
Get him, Gracie! Over here.
It's tiny. Ah.
Goggle eye. He's pooping on you.
Ew.
Oh, I love it. Go. Cast a little farther down the back a little bit. No, reel up a little more line. There you go. Right on the rocks. That's a perfect cast, Gracie. Get him, Gracie! All right, over here. That's enough. That's enough.
Family's everything to us too. I mean, just like what Mark's motto is, faith, family, fishing. Family is right there, and they mean everything to me. I'm gonna try not to get emotional on this. With the way things are now, I mean, I just feel like family's so important to be close together and be there for each other, because I mean, I don't feel like anybody else is gonna be there for you out in the world. I mean, it's the way things are now, and being close with your family and being close to God. I don't know, the big thing is like taking time for granted. I mean, I feel time with your family, you know, you shouldn't take it for granted. Just like I lost my dad last year, and that was really difficult. It still is, and he was everything. He's my everything, and it just makes me realize, you know, you don't know whenever it's going to be your time, and you just, I feel like you shouldn't take time with your family for granted. Always let them know that you love them, and stay close with them. Call them, you know, every day, or try to. So family's very important.
Family time is very important to me. I love spending time with my family. We try to do a lot of things together, and like going to my horse shows, spending time outdoors. And it's really a big deal, because I think family time's really important to kids my age, and to interact with their parents and to talk to them a lot about their problems and all that.
Family is everything, especially right now and everything that's going on today. We always hang out all the time. I just went on trips this summer. My husband couldn't come because he was working, but I still go on family vacations with them, and I just think having those memories and being so close together, it's something you don't find a lot now. And so growing up being close-knit with my family, it's been amazing, and getting to share memories together and being able to talk about them now that I'm married, moved out of the house, and can come back and laugh on those memories. It's just something really special.
Bye. Cast up there and get you one, Gracie. That's a little chunk on the chick magnet. Well, folks, we had about an hour and a half to fish. We might have caught 10 fish. Hannah Grace caught some. I caught a few small ones. Both caught small ones, really. We didn't really have time to get things dialed in. It's a quick trip. We got people coming over, but I just wanted to come out, spend a few minutes with her, fishing. Kind of a tradition. We do this every now and then, so had a good time. We got a bird's nest in this spinning rod. We have, we didn't get any hooks in our hand, which is good. Hannah Grace, you have a good time? Mm-hmm. We'll come back and do it again when we have a little bit more time. We'll have a good father-daughter fishing day, but we've been to church this morning. We got family and friends coming over in a little bit. We're gonna break some bread and have a birthday cake. It's just all about, really, for me today, being thankful for the good Lord for 50 years of safety and just life in general. Good, safe kids, healthy kids. And he's just blessed my fishing career and so much. And if I talk about it too much, I'll get choked up. Just awful thankful that I get some time to spend with my daughter, and just thankful for life in general. Now let's go have a birthday. All right, everybody, it's August 22nd, Sunday morning. I get up out of bed today, and my sweet, loving family has left me a little prize in there on the kitchen table. So I get up out of my bed. I'm gonna take y'all along for the ride. I'm going in here, got my pajamas on. I'm going to get some coffee. I roll in here. And this is what my sweet wife and daughter has left me. Really? So they've given me a cane, telescopic, Preparation H, Tums, arthritis pain medicine, corn and callus remover, foot powder, AA RP, I guess they've sent me something. Happy 50th birthday, old man. Look here. This is what they want, how they want me rolling to church this morning. It's got brakes on it, so they're looking out after me, keeping me safe. Really? You know, I've got the sweetest wife and the sweetest daughter in the world. One of them is back here, I'm fixing to expose. She's been running the camera. And if you look up the definition of a precious, sweet lady with conniving little motives, right there's the culprit. So, y'all come along with me to church. Typical birthday morning at the Rose household. I don't know how to switch this back to where y'all can see me the other way, so I'm just gonna hold it like this. They did leave me a birthday sign. I'll show y'all as we're driving to church this morning. So, happy 50th birthday. I love them to death, but man, rough on a 50-year-old man. There's Lily. All right, it's time to go to church, y'all. Y'all come along for the ride with us. Oh, I forgot to mention to you guys, I got denture cleanser. I think these are diapers. What is this? Denture adhesive cream, Tums, peel planters. Let's go to church. So if you look in the dictionary for or under the perfect wife, a picture of Christy Rose is sitting over beside that. I asked her to be my girlfriend, 7th grade. And thank God she said yes. Been together all this time, and she keeps it together for me. When I come home, there is a clean house. My girls will have been taken care of, everything that, all the responsibilities with school and horseback riding and cheerleading and dance and sororities and clubs and homework and all that stuff. That's a load, guys. That is a load. We were blessed enough, and I had to pull her away from teaching. After 11 years of teaching in the West Memphis School District, I asked her if she would leave. And she had a heart for teaching. She went to school for it. She wanted to give back. She loved kids. And I wanted to let her use those skills with our girls. And the things that in school that they might not understand or that they struggle with, or any little things like that in school, I had a private tutor for them right there, and my wife.
A lot of Jesus I see is in people. God uses people to show, you don't see God come down out of the sky and speak to you that way. But, a lot of times I see Jesus through people, and Mark's one of them. Just the love he shows, not just to me, but to everybody. I can see the love of Jesus in him.
Yeah, this was my birthday party, but it was more than that for me. The Bible tells us a lot about love. He tells us in John, love one another as Jesus has loved us, that we also should have love one to another. And Jesus loved us unconditionally. He loves us no matter how we look, despite our flaws, young and old, differences, whatever. He loved us, and he tells us to love one another just as he has loved us. And I've got a lot of people that love me, and I love a lot of people. I love every one of you guys that's listening to me right now, because Jesus loved you. And if we do more of that, that's the answer to the world's problems. That's the answer to what's going on in Afghanistan. That's the answer to race problems. That's the answer to political problems. That's the answer to everything in life. If we would love one another the way Jesus loves us, that's the answer to it all. And my family and friends showed up at that party, and they thought we were just gonna give away some presents, eat some birthday cake, go fishing, whatever. It was about that time, the memories, and sharing that love one to another for me. And I appreciate all of them for showing up. And I appreciate you guys for watching another episode of Rose Outdoors. Love one another as Jesus has loved you. That's the answer to it all, folks.